guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is kind of a weird video because it's supposed to be my July favorites, and technically it still is, but I only have two things to share, and I was gonna skip it entirely, but I didn't feel comfortable just kind of like overpassing where I've been, so I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a chatty video. And so I asked you guys on Instagram any questions or like things you just want to chat about. So that's what we're gonna do today. I kind of wanted to explain where I've been. You may not even have noticed that I haven't been around. I think it's been a couple weeks since I've uploaded, and I'm gonna try so hard not to cry, but it's not gonna work. I do have a tissue, or we're out of tissue, so I have toilet paper for crying, but also upper lip sweat because it's freaking hot. But if you follow me on Instagram, it's already happening. You saw that my family dog crossed over into the Rainbow Bridge. He's no longer with us. I hate crying videos, I'm so sorry. But I wanted to give it like a public thank you because your guys' condolences and kind words helped me so much. You know, I think losing a pet is a very specific kind of heartbreak, and if you've been through it, you know it. And I know a lot of you guys understand me and understand, you know, that it's, you know, that's part of your family, it's grief. And this one hit me hard. I had 3 labs growing up, Jojo, Elvis, and Red, and Red was the last of them, and now he's gone, and I'm truly heartbroken over it, and I know I'll be fine. I know with every day it gets better. Ugh, why did I even bother doing my makeup today? But I've just been grieving. I've been completely heartbroken. And, you know, I can tend to be weird and personal with certain things and not share things all the time, but I'm so glad that I shared this on my Instagram story because I know a lot of people loved Red as well. My parents have a podcast and they have, you know, a really big like army of fan base, and I know that Red meant a lot to them. And, you know, I got messages from, you know, people who don't know my parents and just know Red from my stuff saying they always enjoyed seeing him in vlogs and on my Insta stories. So I don't know, I wanted to share it with you guys, and I'm so happy that I did because you guys made me feel so comforted, and so you made me feel not alone in the feelings I was feeling, even though, you know, I had my family and Bradley was grieving with me right beside me, and it just was devastating. It still is. If you've seen any of my vlogs or Insta stories of him, you guys know how much I love that dog, and it was time, but it didn't make it any easier. And it still doesn't make it any easier thinking about it, but I know he's in a better place. I know he's no longer in pain. He was a super anxious dog, and I know that, like, he's no longer afraid, but I miss him a lot, and going back to North Carolina is gonna be so hard. The whole point of coming on here and sobbing in front of you guys, honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your sweet, kind words about Red. And, you know, I love the poem, The Rainbow Bridge. You know, I'm not necessarily a religious person, but I do like to think there's some sort of an afterlife for our souls, and I know I'll see Red again, so that's my heartbreaking little update. But I've just been in bed, honestly. I gave myself a week off to just feel my feelings, which is something I've learned in my old age, that when you have these feelings, allow yourself to feel them, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to sob, get it out, because, you know, it's a week later, and beside me sobbing right now, I've been much better, and today I feel a little more like myself. It doesn't change the fact how devastated I am, but just with time, I'm ready to get back to work, get back to making videos as I'm waving this around. I'm feeling remotivated again, and I think that, you know, week I gave myself to just chill, feel my feelings, be with my family, be with my husband, and just reflect on Red's life. I think it was necessary, and I would recommend the same. Give yourself the time to feel the feelings, and I feel like, not that they'll pass quicker, but it's just an overall more healthy way of dealing with things instead of pushing them down. Let me pull my ass together here. Again, thank you guys sincerely for all the kind words and condolences. I think I literally read every single one. I tried to get back to as many people as I could, or give it a heart to let you know that I saw it and that I appreciate it. But I'm sure I didn't. So just honestly, thank you so much, and I appreciate it, and I'm so thankful for you guys in general that I have this. Well, I almost called it a support system, but in a way it is, because whenever I have questions about something, or I'm feeling down about something, or want to share with something exciting with you guys are there with open arms and love and support, and I just feel so grateful, and kind of just like, I almost said shook, but that I don't want to use that word seriously. just kind of like flabbergasted, taken aback that like I have this little community that I get to talk to all the time, and I really truly honestly thank you. And yeah, so I think I'm done crying. Not too shabby. So why don't we just chat about my two favorites really quick, and then we'll get into the chattiness part of the video. I'm gonna look at what you guys said on Insta stories. This is kind of relevant. My first favorite is the Sephora. It's the hyaluronic acid brightening eye cream. I did a Sephora haul where I bought a few of their new like Clean at Sephora by Sephora collection items. I'll link the video up there. And I've kind of slacked on trying the other two items. I want to and I need to. In fact, I'm gonna pull those out and like leave them on my counter so I can start to try them. But I've run out of my Yes to Blueberries eye cream that you guys know I love. I'm like burping. Crying and burping is a lot. I ran out of my eye cream and I've been trying to like find it, and it's been really difficult to find, and I kind of have and I haven't been able to find it in stores for a while, so I kind of have a feeling that it is like discontinued, which is devastating because I love that stuff. I don't really think anything compares to it for me, but I am enjoying this, and I would say it comes close to comparing to it. It says it's a brightening eye cream, but there's hyaluronic acid in there, so it's really, really moisturizing. And I had this at my bedside for my grieving station. I love when I do that, when I'm holding a product and I'm trying to do quotes. My husband is so sweet and kind of helped me set up like a little station next to my bed for, you know, the days I could not get out of it and I was just sobbing. So I had, you know, a tissue box. I definitely had eye cream because, you know, I'm crying and I'm so prone to dry skin anyway that with like all the wiping of the tears and rubbing my eyes, I just had dry patches everywhere. I'm finally doing better, I think, but I was reapplying this all the time. I have 3 of my oil roll-ons that I love. I had Valor, which is supposed to be good for emotions, stress away because it honestly calms me down, and then Deep Relief, I think is what it, yeah, Deep Relief, which is probably my favorite roll-on. I'm obsessed with it. I'm sorry if you can hear those sirens. But then Deep Relief, because sobbing gives me a headache, so I would be rolling that in my temples. But I had that, you know, chapstick, water, my iPad, my phone. But this stayed by my bed for the last week, and I realized how much I truly love it because it really helped get rid of my dry under eye patches. The other thing I love for when my eyes get so dry that it's like unbearable, not my eyeballs, the skin around my eye, the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud treatment, the one in the blue packaging. If my eyes are doing really, really bad, I will just slather that around my eyes, leave it on for 15 minutes, and then wipe it off and put on an eye cream. But I'm really, really enjoying this. It's a great, I was gonna say a great price point, but no, it's not. I think it's like $16 for this tiny ass jar, and this is how much of it I've used so far. So, I don't know, it smells incredible. And like I said, I need to get to trying the other things I bought from this line, and that's why I don't really have a lot of favorites, because it was a rough month, to be honest. Mercury was in retrograde. I'm not gonna blame my dog passing away on that, but plenty of other things happened this month that just were not great. So to be completely honest, and we can talk about this because Bradley, we kind of had a conversation. He thinks that I should open up more about my struggles, air quotes again, but you know, my mental health struggles. I've talked to you guys a little bit about it before, but I deal with anxiety and OCD, and summer is always my worst season. I know most people get like their seasonal depression or whatever in the winter, but for me, summer always, I hate it. I hate summer. And not even for like my mental health state, but like summer is obvious, like I'm not in school anymore, so I don't care about like the long summer break. So summer sucks. Like I always thought spring was my least favorite season, but now that I am a plant lover and like my garden thrives in the spring is my new fave. Not my new fave. Fall is still my favorite. The only good thing about summer is 4th of July with my family, but once that's over, I need it to be fall. So the only good thing about summer is the fact that fall is next. I don't remember how we got to this conversation. Wow, this has really come, okay. I was saying that July was a rough month, so I wasn't wearing a ton of makeup. I wasn't really doing anything out of my routine, just because summer hits me hard with the anxiety and the OCD. Yeah, just when I was telling Bradley that I was so just like touched by all of your guys' all of your guys' messages and condolences for Red, and how I just felt so comforted and supported, and he admired me for putting myself out there when I, you know, because Instagram can be a whole lot of fluff and a whole lot of, oh, this is what my day looks like today, but it's like a curated photo that makes you, you know what I mean? Like you see what people want you to see, and he was admiring the fact that I shared a day where I was not okay, and he, you know, he says, you have all these people, I'm sure some of them are suffering too, and you should be more open about it. And I totally agree, and I know I've talked with you guys about it before, you know, and some of it is still very personal. I'm not going to share every single detail of everything, but like if we ever want to talk about that, we can. If we want to do a video about that. Again, I'm not a doctor and I'm in no way cured. I do have my tips and tricks, but like, why are we talking about this? Such a tangent. But yes, you know, if we ever want to dive deeper into that, I'm down, because whenever Zoella talks about anxiety and things like that, I've heard Blair Fowler discuss a little bit about her OCD, and it always helps, and it always makes me feel just a little bit better that I know I'm not alone in any of this. Why is that there? But yes, okay. I don't know how we got on that tangent, but I have one more favorite. I've been using this for a few months and I kind of couldn't like make up my mind about it, but I do really like it. It's the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. It smells like cucumbers. It smells really good. What I've been loving using this with is my Clarisonic. During Amazon Prime Day, I found a deal for 2 brush heads for like $25, which is still less than 1 brush head at Ulta. So I bought them, and for a while I stopped using my Clarisonic just because like I needed a new brush head and I was lazy about it, you know how that goes. But ever since I got the brush heads, I've been using it every single, I was gonna say morning, but sometimes I use it at night. And I forgot how much I love my Clarisonic, and to be honest, it's like cleared up my skin. I'm gonna do another skincare routine coming up here soon. But I have just really been enjoying the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I know it's expensive. I still don't know that I'd recommend it over my Simple Moisturizing Facial Wash, because I feel like that is the best cleanser I've ever used and it's so much cheaper than this, but I do really like this. So yeah, those are my favorites. Let us dive into what people are saying on Instagram. Some of these are questions and some of these are just like topics to talk about, because I didn't say like a Q&A, I just said, what do you want to chat about? So I have a lot of, oh, that one's a little bit of a shade one. We can talk about that in a second. I have a lot of questions about, how are we feeling coming up on our first anniversary, any plans? Honestly, we're great. We're feeling great. People always ask like, how's married life when they see us in real life? And to be honest, it's completely the same pretty much. We lived together beforehand. If anything that's different, it's finance wise, but like, it's going great. I love being married. I knew I would. Nothing really feels different, except it also feels completely different because you are married. So yeah, it's great. We're feeling great. I'm honestly, again, shook that it's almost a year. I feel like last year, even though it was a great year, it went by so slow because I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for my wedding. I cannot believe that it's already, what month is it? August. So we were about 2 months out. I was so excited this time last year. It was like almost my bachelorette party. And I definitely missed the year of wedding shenanigans, but I also don't. It's a lot. It's great, but it's so much. And if you've been married, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we are feeling great about it. We are excited. We can't really believe it's already been a year. As far as plans go, I have mentioned we do want to go to Paris. We still may. We're kind of looking at a couple different times to go as far as like what's cheaper. I definitely want to get my ass to Paris near our first anniversary, but although I'm really superstitious, so I wanted to be home on my first anniversary so that we could eat our wedding cake that's in the freezer, because I feel like that's a tradition for good luck. I don't know, I'm really superstitious about weird things. So we were gonna go to Paris around our anniversary, not necessarily on it, but now it might not be quite as, I don't know. So I would love to go to Paris, and that would be like our 1-year anniversary celebration. If we're just hanging, we'll probably go to dinner. We love to go to Italian food. We'll probably watch our wedding video and cry, relive the day through photos, but I just cannot believe that it's already been a year. And you guys are so sweet for remembering, so thank you for asking. A lot of questions just about how I am, because you guys know about red, so that's really nice, so thank you. Somebody asked about trips coming up in general. I don't know how it's happened, but I've somehow gotten my entire family on board for a Disney World trip. To celebrate my 30th birthday and my mom's 60th birthday, we are having a family vacation. And like, usually I feel like it's pulling teeth to get people to go to Disney, because besides me, my sister, and my husband Bradley, like, they like it. So the remaining people would be my parents, my mom and dad, my brother and his wife. They like it, but they're not like as amped as the 3 of us are. But for some reason, my brother, my mom, and my dad are all so gung-ho about Disney World, and they're pumped, and I'm equally as pumped. So we're going to Disney World, which I'm so excited about. I'll definitely be vlogging it. Pumped to be going back, but I'm more so pumped, number one, for just like a family vacation. I feel like we never do that anymore because, we're all old and whatever. But more so to take my sister. We grew up as a Disneyland family. We went all the time. Me and my sister still have annual passes, and Katie, my sister, is just as into it as I am. And I'm so excited to take her and like show her everything. Like, I'm just like pumped about that. So I'm excited. But yeah, Disney World, and then of course North Carolina for the holidays. maybe Paris. We have a bachelorette party and a wedding that we're traveling more towards like the Palm Springs area for, but we're gonna be like staying down there. So I guess there's tons of travel coming up, so damn. I'd love to hear more about what you thought about Lion King. I didn't love it, you guys. I'm done, I think, with these live action ones. The only one that I've truly loved was the Cinderella live action. I thought that that was a beautiful movie, but I think it was because they weren't trying to repeat literally like card for card what the movie was. Like they kind of did something different with it. It didn't even have the songs really, I don't think, unless I'm remembering that differently. But like Lion King, no, I give it a no. Number one, it was literally the same exact movie frame for frame, which is kind of cool, I guess, but like the performances, in my opinion, were nowhere near as great as the original. So in my opinion, it's just kind of like, why? They fleshed it out to be a little bit too long. I was genuinely bored. The people next to me left because they were so bored. And you guys, I love Beyonce, but I think that was a poor choice because I think that she just pulls you out of it. I think you can't even focus on what Nala is saying because it's like, oh shit, that's Beyonce. I wish they would have cast somebody else and had her sing The Circle of Life to still keep her like involved. And I will say, Can You Feel the Love Tonight sounded beautiful. It was a hard no for me. I enjoyed Aladdin more. I haven't really hated any of them, but the way I feel is like I could do without them. I don't need it. Like I would have been fine if I didn't see that. You know what I mean? I enjoyed Aladdin. It made me giggle, but at the same time, I'd be fine without it, you know? So it's hard for me to say that like I'm done with them because, you know, Little Mermaid's gonna come out and I'm gonna want to see it, but I've kind of learned this with like sequels of movies. Like I did not see Zoolander 2 because I learned my lesson with Dumb and Dumber and Anchorman 2 that it's just like they're not gonna be good and I don't want to ruin things, so I'm just gonna stay away. So we'll see. I just wish that like Disney would take their money and put it into new stories. Like there's so many other fairy tales and new stories from new artists to be told that I don't really see why we're remaking things. Like it's weird to me. Just watch the original because they're so good. Somebody just put pyramid schemes as something to chat about, which is a dig at me for doing Young Living. I don't know, I've defended myself so many times over that one, but you know, I don't treat it as a pyramid scheme. I'm not trying to build a whole army of people under me. I talk about the oils and I genuinely love them. I genuinely talk about how I use them, what I love them for, and you know, when people buy them through me, I do make a commission, but it's the same as if, you know, I were to talk, like, if you click on the link down below for this, I will make a little bit of a kickback. It's just another way to support my channel that I use, and I'd be using Young Living regardless of the multi-level marketing aspect of it anyway. It's been amazing that it is a business though, and I'd like to have the nice side income. It's honestly been kind of life-changing. People will give Young Living shade forever, but I don't think that they truly understand it. I don't know what they think, but you know, the biggest thing I hear about is like, oh, you'll lose all your money, but it's like, you're not investing any money, you're just buying oils. If you're buying oils with no intention of using them, just to turn around and sell them to make money, I think you're in it for the wrong reasons, and you're not gonna make money that way, is kind of how I feel about it. I never entered this to make it a business or make money off of it. It just laid out that way, and if you guys buy through me, it helps me out. And I appreciate you guys for any links you click or buy through me. Like, I appreciate it so much because I think it helps me out more than you know. And I love my little oils, like Instagram, we have like a little community that I love. And I love running that Instagram, and I was thinking about it, it's because like one of my dream jobs, well, not like always, but when it became a thing, like I really wanted to run a brand's social media page. Like I wanted to take product photos. That's just what I wanted to do. And with my oils Instagram, that's what I get to do. You know, it's just about like the oils, and I get to take pictures of them and videos of how I use them, and I'm having a good time doing that. So that kind of fell off the bandwagon this month, but it will be back. So there's your chat about pyramid schemes. People keep messaging me about the new Nightmare Before Christmas collection at Target. I haven't seen it, so I need to get on that. But I think we're gonna call this video here. I think I've filmed for over 30 minutes, so that should be fun to edit for me. But yeah, I know this was kind of a weird, random, just chatty update / favorites video. But again, thank you guys so much for just being there and also giving me, you know, the time. I'm so grateful to have the kind of job that I can, you know, take the week off and grieve when I need to, but I promise I'll be working overtime to get back to it. I made like a schedule of the videos I want to put up this month, and I'm excited. My nails are atrocious right now, but I'm getting them done tomorrow. I'm gonna start filming all the videos that I have in mind, and I do have some that I need to edit. I have a Lush haul of like the new Lush like summer release. They're like shower body stuff, which I'm excited about. I filmed a really fun Jessica Braun made me buy it video that I'm excited about. I filmed a Ariana Grande related video with Kevin McHale that I love and I can't wait to upload. Yeah, I will see you very soon, back to regular scheduled programming. Thank you so much for understanding, allowing me time to heal, and I love you guys so much. I'm feeling very good and grateful today. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you very soon, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.